guys, good morning. Or whatever the day is when you're watching this video. This is Adiwes again on the edition of Guide on how to start a productive farming in Africa. In AgroLearn, our vision is to bring about the best practices while in your farm to bring about best yield, best productivity while you farm. You see, the ancient mindset about farming in Africa is a poor man's business, is a wretched man's work. But we are trying to bring about a change, a diversion in that orientation to 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 preach to the world, to let Africa youths and able minds see that there's money, there's funds, there's growth in farming, and there's much more thing you are not seeing in farming compared to what the older ones have said in the time past. So on the edition of how to start a productive farming in Africa, we'll be talking about how to plant your cassava plantation here in Nigeria. But note, we are making use of Nigeria as a case study, but all of our guides are applicable anywhere in the world. We teach a standard practices that you can apply in any country you are. If you are in Uganda, you are in South Africa, you are in Ghana, you are in Zambia, you are in Zimbabwe, you are in Togo, anywhere in Africa here or Nigeria or the world at large, provided farming is going on in that place, you can actually integrate any of our practices. So today we're cultivating cassava. You see, cassava plantation, you may ask, what is the essence of cultivating cassava? Cassava can be used in production of so many foods that is common and prevalent in Africa today. Talk of fufu, talk of garri, talk of apple, talk of abacha, so many foods that are derivative of cassava. In fact, recently cassava is being processed and packed and sold as a processed food, and farmers that are into cassava farming are not much. Many people are cultivating a backyard kind of cassava plantation, but we'll be talking about how to cultivate the backyard, how to undergo an extensive farming. So the first thing you need to start your cassava plantation is get a farmland, a suitable farmland. Getting a farmland requires you to get somewhere that is far away from natural disturbs. For example, cattle ranch, goat ranch, and all form of dairy ranch that may intrude into your farm and eat off your cassava plantation. So while siting your farm, while considering to establish a farm in Africa or in Nigeria, you need to take note of natural agents that may harm the plantation of your cassava, which we have mentioned some of them. So after you've gotten a suitable farmland, you have to cultivate the farmland. How do you cultivate the farmland? You can hire skilled labor, manual labor, mechanical machines to clear your farmland for you. Clearing means taking off weeds, taking off grasses, taking off shrubs, taking off roots, underground roots, climbers, creepers, and all forms of plants that may hinder your farming activities in your farm. So after you must have cleared these weeds and grasses, you have to set the farm on fire. That is, all those grasses you have done, you burn them. Secondly, you have to take away tall trees. Yes, tall trees. Most practices in Africa, let me say Nigeria, that I have many experience with, and Ghana, and I think I've an experience with uh with Ghana, South Africa ways of planting. We don't take away tall trees from our farms, and this is why we see farming activities more difficult, because we are unable to make use of machines in the farm. That's why we engage in manual labor all through and make our farming activities difficult for us most time. So after you must apply your farm, you remove tall trees. You check through the farmland. check through the farmland. You can check through the farmland. You can always find farms. Most of the tall woods have been removed from this farm. Most of the tall woods have been removed from this farm just to make farming activities easy and seamless here. You can bring the machines here. You can bring tractor. You can bring any machine you want to use here, and you can see that you can work here without any wood injuring you. And also, it's not just because of machine that we remove tall trees. Most creepers enjoy the presence of tall trees, and they make huge shades covering your plants, covering whatever you have planted in your farmland. So this is another reason you have to remove tall trees in your farm. So after you have removed that, that's land preparation. You have prepared your land. You are done with grasses and whatsoever. Next thing is get good breed of cassava stick. Cassava is planted using stick, or we say the stem, or what name you can call it. Let me know the name they call it in your town when you are watching this video. Drop the name you call it in your vicinity so we can learn more. So after you get this, before getting this, there are things you need to consider. You need to get a good breed of this stick. There are breeds of this stick that takes 9 months, more than a year to grow, and there are breeds that take just 6 months. There are breeds that take 4 months to be mature for harvesting. But you are going to commercial farming, cassava farming, then think of shorter cassava that takes shorter period of time. See? So after you have gotten a correct breed, I'll be demonstrating to you how you can actually plant your cassava tree and your cassava stick, step by step guide to do that. So here is a guide on how you can start planting your cassava. You can see, ensure you follow this strictly to identify where to play. While planting cassava stick, there is a procedure you have to engage in. You don't just put the stick into the ground. There's how you can identify the nodes to plant. Looking at this stick, you can see the node is pointing upward, is pointing on upward direction, pointing on upward direction. So it is the upward direction that you cut from and plant. And ensure that while you planting, before you cut your stick, ensure there are at least 2 nodes in your cassava stick before you plant. So let's demonstrate how you can start planting your cassava now. Make a hole, then cut. Make a hole, then cut. This procedure is applicable to heaping ground and just a bare ground. This is just planted on ground that is not heaped, that is, ridges were not made on this land. Ridges were not made on this land. So you can actually plant your cassava on lands that has not been rich. But to make better productivity, to bring about best yield and best result, we suggest and recommend that you make a heap in your farm. So after you must have done heaping the ground, plant your cassava. You just demonstrated that. So the next thing is for you to get farm practices that will engage you having better yield in your cassava production. And what are the farm practices you can engage in? Is clearing of the farmland, spraying the farmland against prevalent pests, against larvae that can eat deep into your cassava, and also guiding against natural disturbance such as animal intrusion, cattle, goats, which is more prevalent here in Nigeria, southwest Nigeria. Actually, we are somewhere in Ondo State, Nigeria, Akure to be precise. We have the issue of cattle, goats, and cows disturbing many farmers. After you are done planting your cassava, you see the Fulani people bringing down their cows, they eat up your cassava. So you must endeavor that you guide against this. And after you are done, in about 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 months, a year, depend on the maturity stage for the cassava species you are planting, you are good to harvest. And after harvesting, we will talk about in later videos how you can process your cassava either into garri, into fufu, into uh, apple, and all of that that you can process and refine cassavas for. So before that, whatever you are still facing your farm, whatever you want to get us informed, you want us to know about in your farm and help you can offer your farm, you can drop it down below the comment button. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. This will bring us more audience and help us improve on whatever we are bringing to your table. So to the next video, what shall we be doing? These are the ways from Agro Learner. We wish you the best in your farming practices. Thank you.